All right, this sunny and bright lady sitting next to me in New York is Marla Maples, our friend. Soulshine Journey has taken you all the way to your apartment.
I've gone so far. Carlos, I left you and Lisa, and what was it, mid-January, and your beautiful wife, who's one of my close friends, and came back to New York. I have not left since. And you know me, I like to travel.
Oh, I know. I know. So what's it been like for you? I mean, how are you dealing with all of this?
Well, you know, I love the big city. That's why I'm here. But I like it in balance with nature. So I'm getting to learn a whole nother level of balancing nature within my one-bedroom apartment, 41 floors up.
So what kind of advice would you give someone who's say, you know, the four walls are now starting to close in on them? How do you open them up so that you don't feel caged?
You know, that's so important, because the way I made this isolation is good for me. It helps me focus. It helps me get very clear on what's important in my life and stop the outside noise, because there's always a lot that I find is pulling me in other directions away from what my soul may be wanting to share or wanting to learn. So for me, this period has been helpful, but I know I'm hearing the other from a lot of people also. And one of the things that I do, even when it's a bit difficult for me, if you have any kind of nature near you at all, that you can go with your mask, with the social distancing. The last 2 days, I jogged out to the park, and I grabbed a big tree and I just hugged on that tree, and I could feel, you know, it's funny because nature is alive, and that's what we always have to remember. Nature is a gift that's always giving to us, and and if you can just get your feet in the dirt, if you can grab a hold of a tree when you can't grab a hold of a person, because I'm alone, I've not been seeing another person except as you and I are seeing each other. Yeah. So that is helpful, and truly breathing exercises, just really getting that breath going from the top of your crown chakra, the very top of your head, all the way down through your body, all the way to your toes, and just visualizing yourself as this crystalline energy from heaven all the way to the depths of the earth.
Yeah. Let me take one of those things at a time. You went out to the park and you gave a tree a hug on Earth Day. I saw that on your Instagram. And there's something about connecting to nature, and I think people are starting to feel the value of their yard, their front yard, their backyard, and that space has become very, very important to them.
Yes, I think what this is allowing us, if we choose, is to be grateful for those simple things around us. Yeah. You know, and I appreciate the yard that I had for 17 years in California. But right now I'm appreciating the fact that I have a beautiful view and I have this space to create in. And when I realize that it's okay to leave my apartment, because we start thinking it's not okay. You have to really change your mentality around that. You know, that gave me the sense of newness again. And
so here in California, you know, we flattened the curve. Everything seems to be pointing in the right direction. You have been in one of the most, people call it ground zero for this COVID-19 problem. And so many brave people on the front lines helping people, and then people supporting people in New York. This has become another New York. This is a different New York than we're used to. Tell me how you've been feeling that.
I've just been feeling a sense of connection like never before with people. When I look at my window and I see all these windows lit at 6, 7 at night, I can see people are home, you know, and you're going, wow, but at 7 p.m., when that number strikes and we're all opening up our window and we're hitting our pans and skillets and yaying and thanking all the first responders and the people on the front line for us, that is like, you know, I just feel like tingles all over every night at 7 o'clock, because we are one really big community, and I think we're feeling that, even though we're not out in restaurants and you know, spending the money or making the money like we usually do. Our hearts are being able to be fuller. You know?
Yeah, you know, one last thing I want to ask you, and that is the spiritual side of this, and that is that you're very in tune spiritually to what's out there in the universe, and people are finding that they're connecting that way. They're reaching out to whatever higher power they believe in. Tell me about that journey as you've been isolated.
I just want to always be here to help people with that journey. That's what gives me more passion than anything, is helping ignite that wisdom inside ourselves, that we're never alone. We're really never alone. We just know how to have to know how to call forth that energy and allow God to come through you. I was raised as a Christian, so I have my connection with Jesus, but I also, know that we are all connected with a higher power. So this has been, a gift, and I just really want to offer it to people. If they ever want to check in with me on Instagram or here, as I do more with you, that would be beautiful, just to share techniques to help. But just to help awaken that part of us, that is the bigger part of us, by the way. That's the 99%. We're walking around doing our hair or getting dressed. That's the 1%. Bigger than all of that is that spirit that is really alive in all of us.
Marla, it's good to see you. Be safe, be well. Thank you for your time. I wish you to continued safety and health, that, we get through this and we'll catch you on the other side of this.
We will. I know it. And we're going to be broader and stronger than ever. We just have to believe it and visualize it and see it and be it.
Take care. Good to be with you.
Thank you. Thank you, darling. Bye.